When we look at the planets in astrology, these are the celestial gods. These are the gods of the heavens. Um, and one thing I've been saying for a very long time is that astrology is working through a mechanism that virtually nobody talks about or knows about, which is that these gods of the heavens are interacting with the gods of the earth, or the goddess herself, even though she has many different guises as the god of the gods of the earth. Basically, some are masculine. So there's a hidden relationship that these gods of the heavens are stewarding the goddess through the seasons, and this is something I've beaten this drum really hard for a long time, because I believe this is the missing part of astrology that's really eluding people. It's a theology, it's a cosmology that people do not want to look at. They want this to be science in the lab coat and sterile kind of way of looking at things. That's not how ancient people looked at things. That was completely foreign and ridiculous to ancient people. So this brings us, of course, to the Hermetic principle of as above, so below. The gods of the heavens are working with and working upon the gods of the earth, and the gods of the earth, they're local. They're not universal. If you look up to the heavens, you see these immovable, unchangeable lights, and the wandering stars are the exceptions to all of them, which they can go backwards. Sometimes they'll go backwards. And they're bright. They're extremely bright compared to most of the fixed stars. And of course, the luminaries are, they're radically different than anything else. They're both the same size, and they are on completely different schedules. So there's a lunar calendar, there's a solar calendar, and the two are just different. We have 12 months in a year, according to the solar calendar, 13 months in the year according to the lunar calendar. Those almost never meet up. They pretty much can't. They're different ways of being, and you can't smash them together. They're complementary. They work together. They're different ways of looking at reality, and they can't be smashed together. That's what you get, the ideas of androgyny, of like transcending sex, or transcending the gendered dialectical nature of reality. You cannot do that. So when I say astrology is actually local, what I'm saying is that these gods of the heavens are working upon your local gods. They're not universal gods. They're working on them, and they're working with them, and they're responding to them. It's a totally different dynamic. And I'm using the term Dionysian astrology now because Dionysus was a chthonic god who represented the life force as it went above and below the ground during the seasons. And there's a whole set of aspects of Dionysus that we call the Dionysian. That's generally considered it's often considered a negative term. But anybody who knows how things work know that all of the power in our realm is with the Dionysian. It's with the feminine realm. Does that mean we, surrender to it and become like herd animals? Absolutely not. This is not what we're implying, but we need to understand how things work. And if we don't understand how things work, we are going to become like herd animals, or we're going to, try and transcend things that there's no transcending. So this hopefully will, inspire people to look at astrology a little differently. My website is michaelmsuter.com, and my Substack is at Daimon, Daimon, Seed Astrologer.